Hey guys, Claire here, and today I am doing preparation for my Valentine's Day date night. So if you guys have been watching the channel, you know I've been doing a couple of videos about this. It's been a 3-video series. So I showed you the date night dinner I am making for Craig and I, the dessert, and so this is how I'm gonna put everything together. And I have 2 really simple DIYs. I am not like a huge DIYer in the sense that like, if it's beyond a hot glue gun, I usually am out. So these are some simple things that I also think aren't extraordinarily cheesy that you can do at home for a homemade date night. So the first one, we'll get to the flowers later. I know that this is like a lot of flowers, but the first one is doing a secret message at the bottom of your wine glass. So this works really well on the stemless wine glasses because you just have this right here. Versus like if you had a stem, the secret is kind of out immediately. So what you can do is write a cute little message like I heart you or whatever. Or you know, if you want to be way more meaningful, I mean, however much info you can fit on the bottom of a wine glass, basically. And if you're drinking wine, I recommend it's something legible, something that your partner is going to be able to read at the end of the night. So I'm just putting a little cross of double stick tape. You want to make sure it's clear tape, like that. So it goes just right across it. Boop. That's it. I love you. So as he's drinking or she's drinking, they get to the bottom of the glass and they'll see it and be like, what? Message in a bottle. So anyway, I think that's kind of cute and like not extraordinarily cheesy, right? So that took 30 seconds and is my favorite kind of DIY because it's cheap, easy, and it's completely done. So now we're gonna move on to the flowers. And if you guys saw the video of how to style grocery store flowers with my beautiful friend Yasmin, you'll notice some of these tips and tricks, but I love the idea of taking kind of traditional looking flowers and making them seem a little more unique. So I have like a classic long stem red rose. It's like The Bachelor, right? Like this looks like The Bachelor to me. But how do we take this and make it all of a sudden look like something like out of a garden? So one of the things I do that's really easy is you just go through and you just kind of gently tug at all of the petals, pushing them out and fluffing the flower. So you can see the difference, right? It's like probably about 50% larger. So that's one way to make a rose look just fuller, plumper, more beautiful. And this is another trick, which is a little more extreme, where you actually go so far as to really push back the petals like this. So I'm not gonna do the entire rose like this, but I'm gonna go about halfway. But anyway, here you can see huge difference here. So this is just kind of like version A, version B. So for this next one, I'm doing what I'm doing in the first one. So I'm just loosening everything up, really pushing everything out so you can see it looks really full, really beautiful. But then I'm also going to take out the very center. So I'm just putting my fingers in and then twisting. And I know it feels weird to be plucking petals out of a rose, but honestly, save the rose petals. It's Valentine's Day. Do what you want with them. But here you can see, just by pulling those out, you immediately get something that feels way more like a garden rose, like really just kind of loose and wild and really pretty. All right, so I'm gonna go through and kind of fatten up some of these roses, take away some of the petals, that kind of thing, and then we're gonna start putting the whole bouquet together. So to put together a bouquet, it's actually really simple. The trick is keeping a very loose grip on the flowers so you can continue to adjust them. And then also remember the rule of 3. So I always start with 3 hero flowers, so that means 3 roses. And then I'm gonna add 3 kind of secondary flowers. So in this case, it's ranunculus. I love ranunculus, so that's my go-to. And then as I kind of start building this out, I'm going to put in strands of green. And I am actually repurposing this awesome can. I use this can of Marzano tomatoes to make the pasta sauce that I'm serving for our date night dinner. And I love the pattern on it. It's just so classic. So I thought it could be kind of fun to use this as the vessel for the flowers. So I'm just trimming these. Oh, hi Mochi. It's because I'm dealing with flowers. My cat is obsessed. All she wants to do is eat roses. All right, that looks good. That looks good. All right. So now in they go, and they're going to separate out a little bit, and it's gonna become a little fuller. So you can see why I want it to be, oh, she is on the prowl. But when you put it in the vessel, it should fluff out quite a bit. So you can see like it took up a ton of space. But I think this is really pretty. It does feel like there's kind of a hole right here though. So I'm gonna add a hero rose. And that's it. So I have my beautiful flowers, I've got my rose petals, I'm gonna put out the wine glasses with a secret message. And hot tip, if you're going to be putting candles out for dinner, please make sure they are not scented. No one wants scented candles over their dinner. You know, it messes with the food. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me put together the date night. I am very excited about this. I've mentioned in the other videos, but you know, we're first-time parents, and I am not usually a big Valentine's Day person, but I thought this year it'd be really fun to do something special, and I'm excited to get to enjoy a night in of pasta, wine, chocolate pudding, and you know, roses. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Please comment below. I really want to hear about how your Valentine's Day goes, what plans you guys have, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.